Right guys, when it comes to AR software, I'm quite fussy. You might have seen some of my other videos, but wow, how good was that? One more time. Now that has done a good job. Okay, so let's delve in on this video into this new software we're looking at, which is EVOTO AI. Okay, welcome back to my channel, and in this one, like I said, we're going to be looking at EVOTO AI. It's one of the latest AI softwares for photo editing that has hit the market. Now, I've been looking at this software for probably about 6 weeks on and off, and within that time, I was in discussions with this software company to do some paid videos to promote the software, but I've decided against doing that. Now, the only reason is that if you're paid, you've got to sort of push the software more than you may want to. And I just didn't want to do that. Now, there is some things in this software I do love and like, so we will touch on them as well, obviously. But there is some things, again, that need work. But one of the worst things that we'll come to this later anyway, but there is one really bad thing I think they need to fix with this software to make it more, not fix, but adjust, to make it more palatable for people like myself or, you know, photographers out there to jump in and start using it full time. Anyway, so like I said, it's EVOTO AI. It's a company out of Taiwan, I should say. So again, we've seen the software before, as in other companies making different ones. There's one I use, which we will put it against that software in another video, which is Portrait Pro. If you look at my videos, you all know I use that one. But anyway, let's just go straight into it. Okay, so it's again the future of photo editing, EVOTO, a next generation editor. Now, as you saw at the beginning of this video, it did a really good job on that picture of the lady with some, well, with a lot of facial spots. Let's just say she had a lot, and boom, it was gone in seconds. Okay, so next generation photo retouching software. It's got a lot of things built in, background adjustments, you know, obviously the portrait retouching, color adjustments. It's got the AI features built in for removing blemishes, skin blemishes, etc. Some of them things, now they do work really good. One of the things I don't like about this software is the pricing structure. We'll go into that later, but we'll just jump straight into the software itself, and you can see how it works. Okay, so first off, it's available for download for macOS and for Windows 7, 10 and 11. They are updating the software, you know, every now and again, giving it different features, blah, blah, blah. But at the moment, we're on this version, which is, let's have a look, about, this is the latest one anyway. It's version 1.4.0-163. And this is the latest one they've got available at the moment. So yeah, it's a layout that we're sort of familiar with. We've got on the left hand side, we've got this area here which is for presets. Something I don't recommend using myself in any sort of software. You know, this sort of thing doesn't matter if it's Portrait Pro or you know, Lumina, any of the ones that people use. Don't ever use the presets because they just don't work for every photo. So you're best off just doing the adjustments yourself. Then you're in control, blah, blah. Anyway, I'm rambling on about that. So like I said, one of the features that was really amazing to me was the ability to remove acne from pictures. be it female, male, whoever. So I got this photo off Pexels. It's a, obviously a site where you can download free to use images. It's something I don't have, is a picture myself with somebody with really bad acne. So I just used some pictures I got offline just to give you a demonstration of how good it is. Now, like I said to you, there's some things in this software that are really good. One of them being the AI spot removal is just amazing. Anyway, so like I said to you, we're going to do that first. That's one of the features that really stood out to me. So we'll just go through the software like I was saying. Okay, so we've got the presets on the left-hand side column here. You can add your own presets if you wanted to, but like I said, I don't ever use presets on this sort of software, so that's something I would just leave alone. And on the right-hand side, we've got the area where you're going to do your photo manipulation. Starting at the top, we've got the skin defects removal. You click on the little icon here, and then it opens up to all the different features it can do for skin defects. We've got face mole removal, fixing oily faces, which is a new one, forehead wrinkles, eye wrinkles reducing, dark circles, smile folds, which is this area here, which is really good, neck wrinkles, double chin removal, etc. And then from that one, we can go into skin retouching. We can adjust the colours of the skin, skin temperature, skin tone, to unify the colour all over. Ruddy complexion. Now, I've had a look at this one. I just can't understand what it does. It just seems to make people look red. I may be doing something wrong, but yeah, the ruddy complexion one, it's just something I wouldn't use. Anyway, body skin smoothing works well. Face skin smoothing works well. And the face dodge and burn, it works. But anyway, we'll go. Oh, the things I don't like, we'll go over in the next video. But for now, we're just going to show you the things it can do. And anyway, moving on, we've got face reshaping. Some of the things in here are really good. Some of these things you can already do in Photoshop, but it's an all-in-one software. You get what I'm saying. Anyway, so we can do things like adjust the face, eyebrows, eyes, nose, mouth, etc. Everything is individually. I'm going to go over this in more detail in different videos, but for now we're just going to skim across everything we can do. Okay, then we've got obviously the teeth whitening, we've got the eye brightness, etc. And then we've got this one here for adding makeup effects to. We've got presets there built in. Then we can do things individually like eyebrows, add eyeshadow, eyelashes. Now, one thing I did say to them in a Skype chat, or Zoom chat, should I say, was some of the things they need to add was the ability to change the makeup colours. Again, we'll go over these things in different videos. It'll probably take me 2 or 3 videos, I think, to go over everything, my dislikes and my likes, and then putting it against other software to help you people decide if it's going to be good for you. Okay, so we'll just close that one down. And then we've got the AI reshaping that will adjust. Depending on the picture, it recognises what's in the picture. Now, sometimes it mistakes what's in the picture. All that software, every software out there, at some point does make mistakes. But anyway, we'll go into that again when I put this against the software I use. But yeah, you can enlarge, parts of the neck, make the head smaller, the body thinner, or we can use the AI to adjust things as well. Again, on some pictures, as you can see there, it is not going to do a good job. So again, nothing's perfect in software. Every single piece of software out there, it's never perfect. But again, this one does some things really well. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to get rid of that one, get rid of that one. I'm just going to show you quickly how good And there's no, I'm going to be honest, there's nothing out there in the AI software packages like this one that does the spot removal as good. That's as simple as that. It's really good. So far, I have found nothing better. Even the software I use, which does a good job, it doesn't do as good a job as what this one does. Okay, so here we go. We're going to go back into the skin defects. Top slider is we're going to just fix all the acne on this lady's face nice and quickly. There's different strengths you can use, but as you can see there, we'll put it all the way up to 100. Now, how good is that? There's before, there's after. Before. Now it is doing some adjustments to the hair. We can just see some little bits of clipping here. Again, that's not going to be noticeable like anyone other than you as you're doing the editing, but I mean, for results wise, how good was that? And it still keeps in the... Now this picture isn't the highest quality, to be fair, because it's a bit, like I said, I downloaded it off the internet, but you can see how good a job it did. I mean, that acne is pretty damn bad, I should say, you know, but wow. I mean, if this picture was going to be presented to your client, how happy would they be with that? Amazing. Okay, so let's just jump on to another couple of pictures. We've got another lady here. A few blemishes on her face, not as bad as the other lady, but again, I'm just going to show you quickly how quick and easy it's gone. Before again, and then after. And if you notice as well, I mean, some of these things, I just can't believe how it's keeping the detail in the skin. It's not just smoothing over. We are still seeing details in skin. Now, again, anyone who's a super high-end retoucher is not going to use this software. It's not meant for them sort of people. It's meant for the photographer dealing with a lot of clients, you know, in his local town or whatever, online. You know the sort of people I mean. We're not talking Vogue magazine editors or anything like that. We're just talking about the average professional photographer, semi-professional, amateur who wants to make his pictures look a little bit better. This software, I think, is just designed for them sort of people. Again, it's doing a good job. It's doing a really good job of removing the blemishes from that picture. And we'll show you one more. Again, same girl, really big marks on her face here. And wow, it just takes them away. Now, again, it's got a face mole removal. I don't remove moles, but some people want them removed. So again, we'll click on that. And then as you can see, there was a mole there. Boom, it's gone. Simple as that. Really good. It's really good at doing the acne removal. And we'll just try one more picture. Again, some blemishes on the lady's face. There's before. You know, quite a lot here, around here. It needs fixing. There we go. It's done a really good job. Again, now she wanted this mole removing. She's got on the right side of her face here. Click on face mole removal, and again, boom, it's gone. Again, this software is absolutely amazing for doing what I've just shown you. Now, again, one of the other features we just touched on at the beginning of this video was the ability to enhance with the reshaping tool. So we got this gentleman here. He's on the beach. He's looking great anyway, but I'm just giving you a demonstration. It does work differently on different pictures, obviously. Again, if I was getting paid for this, I might just exaggerate the fact it works amazingly on everything, but nothing does. So anyway, I'm just going to show you the results you can get straight away. So just say this guy was, you know, he was happy with this picture, but he was saying, oh, I just wanted to look a little bit taller. So We can make him look a little bit taller, give him a little longer legs, as you can see that it's stretching the picture out just to give him a little bit more length. Okay, or we can leave it to the Reshaping Body AI that will do the adjustments for you. So if we wanted to look a little bit bulkier, again, we can see what it's doing there to his body, his arms, just to give, I mean, it looks great anyway, but if we wanted to make him, he wanted to, just make me just a little bit, you know, a little bit more boosted, it's easily done. Again, if you want to make him taller, don't just use the longer legs. We can use the height slider here, and that will give him just that little bit of a stretch as well. Again, these sort of things, it's just small adjustments you do. You go too far, they start looking silly. Doesn't matter what software you use, you go too far, they look silly. Okay. Again, if you want to slim the neck, it's catching the neck there, no problem. He wouldn't want a slimmer neck. So, but again, you can see what it does to that area. Now, as well, it's got a, if you just look in the middle, as I'm doing a slider, both sides of the neck are moving. Now, if you want to just adjust one side, you just unclick this center piece here, and then that will just adjust either side to your requirements. Or again, click it once more, it links it together and it'll do both sides. So there we go, on a quick look at the body reshaping. One more we will just quickly, again, this is a feature that again for me was really amazing. Okay, so that's the original picture we've got here. She was shot on like a white background. Again, one thing I don't like about the preview is, and I did mention this to them, but again, they're trying to keep the software so, you know, people can't use it for free, I guess. So it does put a little watermark over your picture, which is pretty annoying. It's not that noticeable, but it is noticeable. It's annoying me when I look at pictures. Again, it's no big deal, really. Again, I understand why they've done it, but it doesn't seem to be in any other software. It's no big deal, but they've done it. Anyway, all to their own. Okay, so for this software, I just thought, well, you know, she's a horse rider. I just wanted to have that. This is one of my pictures, obviously. And I just wanted to put with some green in the picture, you know, horse riders, green, horses, blah, 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 fields. And anyway, so I went into the background adjustments, which is on here. One thing as well I will just quickly touch on is the ability, like you have in Lightroom, to adjust the color, tint, exposure of a picture. Anything else you do in Lightroom, that's all available in there. I wouldn't call it a standalone software to replace Lightroom. That's only my opinion. But again, it's got sort of like, you know, the Lightroom features. Any editing software would have the same. Highlight, shadows, white balance, blah, blah, blah. HSL, sliders, curves, details. All that is in this section here. And it will give you some information on the picture itself. Okay, so like I said, we're just going to jump into the background removal, which again I thought was really good. I would definitely use this software for no faffing around background removal shots that I would like to edit. Now, it doesn't work well on a full length one because at the bottom where the feet would be, it just doesn't work as well as it should do, or how I would like it to work anyway. So it's not meant for that. It does say as well, it's headshot background changer. So we will just keep it as what it's used for. Okay, so it comes with the ability to, it's got a load of presets built in, reds, blues, etc. Greys, you know, these look nice. We'll just try a couple just to show you. But the one I wanted, I was hoping there was a green one, and there was, and the perfect green was already built into it for me. So I clicked on this one here, and I just thought, wow, that was just perfect for this picture. I was really happy. So yeah, again, or as well, you can import your own files in well, it's saying you can import up to 100 images at 10 meg each, so that's going to be ideal for anyone as well if they want to import their own custom colours background, which we all have and could use. So like I said, I'm just skimming over the different parts of this software in this first video just to give you an introduction. Some of the things I like, some of the things I don't like. Now, one of the things, like I said at the start of the video, that I don't like, which I think is bat crazy, people are also saying the same thing in the Facebook group, and I don't know where, probably other places as well, but yeah, one of the major problems with this software is the pricing structure, and I'm just going to jump into that quickly before I end this video. And okay, so it gives you the ability to download the software and trial it yourself, and you get 5 credits. Now, a credit equals 1 picture. Okay, so you will be enabling yourself to edit 5 pictures and export them. So as long as your pictures are in here and you just mess around with them in here, you won't get charged a credit. But as soon as you export a picture, one of these credits go down. Okay, so when it comes to the pricing, this is where the problems exist for me. Now, again, I use different software anyway, so I wouldn't be using this as sort of like a full-time package. But if you were going to use it as a full-time package, now this is where in my opinion, some people might think it's fine. The company itself think it's fine. I did explain to them this is, a crazy pricing structure. I understand the reasoning behind it, but in the mindset of a photographer, I don't think it's going to be something that people would be using all the time. Anyway, so pricing structure wise, 5 credits, download the software, get to play with it. When your 5 credits are up, if you want to continue using it, the cheapest one is $83.88. Now below that, they give you an equivalent price per photo. Okay, that's fine. And for that, you get 1,200 credits. Now, this is where the problem arises. Some of the features in the software are good. I probably wouldn't ever use 1,200 credits for myself personally to use this software. I would only use it for specific tasks. So I would buy it. Now, wait there. Now this has changed. Okay, so when I purchase some credits, now they've changed it. Okay, so this has changed since last time, which is a problem again. Okay, so I'm going to have to edit this video just a little bit. Right, so we're back on the page. Now, this has changed since last time when I purchased my credits. My credits, I've got some credits in here. You had the ability to pay monthly, which was ideal for me because I thought I'll pay, I think it was like 50 credits, something like that, for a month use. Now that's been removed since I last looked at this. And now the only option you've got is to buy 1,200 credits for $83. Now that's probably about the price of a lot of software you can buy that gives you unlimited use. Now, this is where the problem comes in. Let's just say you're a wedding photographer or we'll just start with wedding photographer. Now, an average wedding photographer will probably take, 1,000 plus pictures on a day, no problem. Now, if he wants to put this and use it as a standalone software, without doing any facial edits or anything, just doing the normal adjustments you would do as a editor using Lightroom, then you're going to quickly use these credits up in no time. Probably, 2 or 3 weddings, them credits have gone, or less. Exporting the files. Now, if you're using it for editing individual photos, it might last you, it will last you longer. I would probably say 6-7 weddings of editing, like the bridal shots, etc., whatever, fixing them up, depending on what they need doing. Probably within 2 to 4 weddings, your credits are up, and then you're shelling out again to use the software for the year. Now, if you think you're going to use more than that, this is where the problem comes in as well. Take a look at this page yourself, instead of me rambling on. The credit system is just not usable, in my opinion. 3.6k credits, £227. Now, there's not many people are going to jump into a new software, I don't think, and start paying this sort of money to use it on a yearly basis. Now, this is just valid for 1 year. Luckily for me, I've still got 100. This will probably last me for what I need for the year, for the things I will use it for. So I'm quite happy with what I've got. But now people are stuck. Since doing this video, I'm glad I probably waited just to do this video as well, because this has changed. Like I said, you were able to purchase this on a monthly basis, and now you can't. $515. It gets worse. If you think you need it, then we're coming into crazy marks. Who's going to be paying? I know that's a lot of exports, obviously, in a year. Not many people are going to go for that one. Not many. It's just crazy. The pricing structure is crazy. Now, I understand that they're trying to keep the software from being copied, etc. But it is based online anyway. That's another problem with the software. If you're not connected to the internet, it doesn't work. So if you wanted to take this out and about with you, and you were limited to internet connection, the software doesn't work without it being connected to the internet. So it can talk to the servers, obviously, etc. So there's another problem. Everything else I use is standalone, works straight off the computer. This needs to be connected to the internet to work. Again, some of these things might be ironed out in the future. They might make it a standalone product. Again, as well, they could also make it as a plugin to Photoshop, probably because of the way the structure of the software works. They can't do that. It is good for some of the things. Like I've said, like I've shown you there with the spot removal and the background removal. Those two features, they work amazingly well. That's a bit too harsh, obviously, but yes, for the green I wanted for that picture, I was just so happy, and it does a really good job of the edges as well. Again, all this depends on the picture you were using, how intricate the background is you want to change, blah, blah, blah. But again, anyway, this is the first introduction to the video, to the software. I hope it's been helpful to some people. We're going to do, like I said, a few more, putting it against the software I use and other software I've used in the past, which is, yeah, they've still got a lot to learn. But for now, it's got some great features. That's a tick. The main problem is the pricing. That's only my opinion. Please listen. EVOTO, you'll probably watch this video. I know you will. So, yeah, the pricing structure is not going to be workable for a lot of people. I mean, even people, probably, European countries, etc., America, places where, that people who do the photography, you've got, probably some spare income, but for places, different parts of the world where people will do photography, but their income is not as expendable as in, UK, USA, Australia, blah, blah, or Europe, them sort of places. They may struggle to purchase this and then keep up with the credit system over the year if they want to edit a lot of pictures. Okay, it may work for some people, but for the majority of people it won't. Anyway, I'm rambling on. I'm going to finish this video here. I hope you found this helpful. Don't forget, give me a like, subscribe, leave a few comments please as well, and we'll crack on with the next video in a couple of days when I've got the new PC or the new Mac up and running. And yeah, anyway, so I'll see you in a few days with the next video. Peace.